Boom. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I think my fan's a bit too loud. Let me turn my fan off actually. Fan's coming off. Fan's coming off. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. How's the lighting? I think I might need to adjust my light just a bit. I think that one's looking a bit mad. There we go. We're all good. No, someone just fell off my desk. Oh, it's nothing important. It can't. As long as the whole setup's still on my desk, then it can't have been that important. You know what I mean? I get. You know, you get me. You get me. Live TV. Isaac, man, thanks for the kind words. Of course, I'm live again. Although I almost called off the live today because I actually feel like next level versions of ill. But I thought to myself, I can't fraud out like predictions for the game. FT, what do I think? I think Bayern win. But I don't think Madrid are going to make it easy. But obviously yesterday I predicted a Barca masterclass, and you know, again, like I said, I was impressed with Atletico's second half performance after being quite poor at the start of the first half. I think like their second half performance was really, really good. But today I'm gonna say Bayern win 2-1. I think 2-1 again. I think they win 2-1 again. I think they score, Madrid equalise, and then they score again late on. But I want to see Bayern go through. Obviously, team company, and that. Of course, I want to see Bayern go through, and because I don't want to. You can't be Real Madrid. Can't be going further, man. We need to put an end to this. We need to put an end to this. We can't get no Mbappe Champions League. That can't happen. Do you know what I mean? That can't happen. So, you know, I'm here for it. I'm here for the Bayern win for multiple reasons. But then again, the issue is, right? This is the issue. If Bayern win the Champions League, that also means Harry Kane wins the Champions League. But it means Company wins the Champions League as well. So there's so many different like scenarios of where you can look at this, which is a W or L. This is like the first day in months I've been able to properly join stream, mate. But how you been? I've been working so much past couple of months saving for uni. Nah, I respect the hustle, man. I respect the hustle because we know we're going to be spending a lot of money when you're studying because you're going to be buying all your food and that, and you don't have time to work either way. But now I've not been too bad. I'm a tad bit ill at the moment, but you know, nothing I can't handle. You know, just been locked in on a few live things. Trying to get more streams out the way. Not even just watch along streams as well. I'm gonna try to get more like actual live streams going. You know, just more community based content other than just my my think pieces that I upload, because obviously my think pieces are always going to be top tier. And yeah, I think Bayern have it again. Like I just said, right? Bayern win the Champions League. That means Company wins the Champions League, right? But it also means Kane wins the Champions League. So you're kind of like, it's not good. I redesigned it a little bit. I got a new wardrobe, so I was like, let's dig out. Obviously, I've still got my Sparta Praga, Sparta Praga scarf up there. But then I got donated kindly a Bristol City Johnston Paint Trophy 2015 scarf as well. I got donated that one. I've got a Girona scarf on the way to go up there as well. Obviously, I couldn't put the City scarf up there because of course that one's already occupied. And then yeah, there's just a few other bits, but other than that, like I got my Billy poster as well that I keep getting flamed for. My Billy poster, big up the Billy poster every time. The Billy poster is like an iconic staple of the setup. But obviously for the watchalongs, it's not in shot because of my overlay. But yeah, so I want to get more scarves up there, a bit more of a variety. But at the moment, I think the Sparta Praga scarf. Why? Oh, Lamar, bro, I'm not giving you bad luck. Actually, I hope I'm giving you bad luck. Unfortunately, I can't see Mbappe win the Champions League. Unfortunately, it would be too much. Right? It would be too much. Nah, I'm not streaming Arsenal, bro. I streamed Arsenal last week. And it was the worst experience of my life. I'm not watching that again. I promise you I'm not watching that again. I actually refuse to watch that. Like, They're like, I think I'd rather stare at my wall than watch the Arsenal game. Because that last week it was painful. That was a painful 90. So unfortunately, we hate watching you tonight, Lamar. We hate watching you, unfortunately. But then again, I never wanted Mbappe, Arda, and Loon and stuff. Well, Courtois is injured, isn't he? And like, it's better than when you had Kepa on loan. It's better than when you had two-time Champions League winner Kepa Arrizabalaga on loan. But yeah, now Mbappe's just mad, isn't it? Like, it's just mad. Because what? If you lose today, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you lose today, you go trophyless again for a second season in a row after signing Mbappe. Which is crazy work. Crazy, crazy work. And that's going to be a stain on Mbappe's CV. Huge stain on Mbappe's CV. Crazy stain on Mbappe's CV. Yeah, obviously, I'm gassed to see Elise play as well. I'm a huge fan of Gnabry as well. I do like Gnabry. Obviously, I get to hate watch Upamecano as well because I'll never ever be gaslit into thinking Upamecano is good. You lose today and go trophyless again. That is Mbappe's CV is looking scary. His legacy is looking nuts. Because that would mean 2 trophyless seasons after joining the most successful club in world football, right? He then would have left Paris Saint-Germain and they go on to win their first Champions League and the treble the season after he leaves. This is a stain on his legacy. Unfortunately, this might be a stain on Mbappe. Mbappe needs to do something big tonight. Mbappe needs to do what he did against us last season. At the Bernabeu is what he needs to do right now. If Mbappe has any shame, he'll run back that performance. So obviously, I know Valverde is not going to play good because he's not playing against City. I know that I'm going to be absolutely disgusted with Valverde's performance today just because he's not playing against City. Yeah, but I'm actually very interested. I'm very interested because I don't think you win. I honestly don't think you win, but I just can't write off that Real Madrid Champions League magic. And I mention this literally every single stream, I feel like. But what you did in the 2022 Champions League knockout stages is some of the most disgusting, borderline witchcraft, needs to be investigated football I've ever seen in my entire life. Because how were you playing diabolical football in every single knockout game of the 2022 Champions League and then just deciding, yeah, you know what? Bam, we're just going to win this game quickly. I don't know. As much as I hate that season because of what you did to us, obviously what Rodrigo did, the way you won that Champions League is crazy, and I actually don't think I'll ever see anything like that again. That PSG hat-trick that Benzema slapped, and then a hat-trick at Stamford Bridge in the next game, and then almost bottling it to Chelsea, and Modric just pulling out a nuts Travella pass into Rodrigo, and then Rodrigo's brace against us. Nah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. Scoring exactly the right amount of goals to win a game. Harambal semi-final makes me want to cry. Now, you've got to respect Atletico. We have to respect Atletico. They actually the thing with Atletico is, and the thing with Simeone is, he always employs a demon striker, so you know you're gonna see some good counter-attacking football. Whereas Arteta doesn't employ any, and I mean any, world-class talent in the front line, other than Saka, who's obviously injured right now. Everybody else in that attacking lineup needs to hang their head in shame. And I think I made that quite clear last week, right? I think I made that quite. As long as Barca's out, I'm good if we lose. Bro, they cooked, bro. Did you watch yesterday's game? That first half, they were cooking. They were cooking up something scary in that first half. And then around the hour mark in the game, they just lost all composure. And Atleti just had them pinned in. They couldn't get out. They literally could not get the ball out of their half. I don't even know what that was. That's strange. Atleti, they just couldn't get out of their half. They applied so much pressure, and then obviously Eric Garcia did Eric Garcia things because he's a bum. I've got the nastiest Eric Garcia agenda. So as much as I wanted Barca to win, seeing Eric Garcia get sent off put a smile on my face. Do you know what I mean? It just put a serious smile on my face getting to see that happen. But I'm very interested to see today's game. But if this game's boring and Sporting boot off at the Emirates, I will cry. I actually will cry. I actually think I could cry. I could cry. Like someone needs to do something for me today. Someone seriously needs to do something for me today before like I crash out. Especially in this game, because if Arsenal Sporting do something and I'm missing that for some snooze fest. Nah, Sporting won't come back, man. Let's be real. Let's be extremely realistic in what's going to happen at the Emirates, right? I don't believe they come back. I don't believe it. Like, I just don't believe it. Like, I can't. In my head, I don't believe that Arsenal got a trophy this. I think it's like the odds of it happening are too low, in my opinion. So I think they win today. I don't think they win on Sunday. Touch wood, they don't win. Yeah, I don't think they lose today. There's no way they lose today. There's actually zero way they lose today. And if they do lose, then I actually don't know what to say. Like, if they somehow lose today, oh my word. What is going on here? There we are. Are they both on TNT? Okay, they are both on TNT Sports. Okay, that is perfect. Arsenal losing by 3 tonight. That's not true. We all know that's not true. We all wish that was the case, but we all know that is fundamentally not true. Like, I actually don't see a world where they concede. They might concede 1, but I don't see a world where they concede more than 1. Personally, I don't see a world in which they concede more than 1. Let me sort this out. 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't see them conceding more than 1. But, like I said, anything can happen. Anything can happen, but I don't think anything will happen. Like, I think it will be quite a routine performance for them. Hence why I kind of regret, like I said, my biggest regret in life is watching the Arsenal game last week. They're not winning no more matches for the rest of the season. I wish that was true. I would love to agree with that, man. I would actually love to agree with that, but it just is happening, isn't it? Like, they'll win some. I don't know. I don't, at this moment in time, I still do not know who wins the league, because I don't know what City turns up on Sunday. But this Arsenal game now, there's no chance. There's zero chance they lose this game. And if they do, then serious questions need to be asked. Like I'm not even trolling anymore. If they lose this game, it's mad. But I'm needing I am needing Sporting to do something special, but they won't. Like, this is the sad reality of the situation. Like, I was sat here last week holding out so much hope that they were going to do something special for me in Lisbon, and it just didn't happen. So that's why all my focus is on this game this week. All my focus on this game. I'm not trying to be a hipster again, right? I've made the decision that I'm going to watch this game, and it is going to be the right decision. Unlike last week when I made the wrong decision, this is the right decision. I am doing what is right, and I'm going to see a good game of football. Just like I saw a good game of football yesterday. I actually saw a very good game of football yesterday. I actually thoroughly enjoyed that, if I'm honest. But yeah, I do think Real Madrid will start. They'll start strong, but I don't know if they score first. I don't know. But Mbappe, like I said, all eyes are on you, Mbappe. I've got all my eyes are on you, Kylian. All of my eyes are on you, man. Like there's other world class players in this team. We're looking at Trent, Rudiger, Valverde, Bellingham, Vinicius, but PSG trashed Liverpool. Again, I didn't watch that game because I just knew. I knew what was happening. Like, you just knew it was happening. Like, you just knew that it was going to get so dark for Liverpool. And at this point, it's not even fun watching them get, like... It's actually kind of sad watching Liverpool get thrashed every game. It is kind of sad. This game finishes 6-4 to the winner. Are you not stamping a winner on that one, though, Lamar? You're not backing yourself to win. You're just saying there's a score, but we're not... But you're not actually giving me a winner for that. You know what? Smart move. Smart move. I'll give you that one as a smart move. A very, very smart move. Oh, how you start? That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Do you believe that if you go one goal down, you can come back, or do you think if Bayern make it 3-1 on aggregate, it's game over? What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that? Man, I actually still can't breathe out my nose. Shouldn't play. Who should play ahead of him? I actually haven't looked at your bench. I don't know who you've got available on the bench. Who you saying should play ahead of him? To be fair, Brahim's tidy, you know. Like, I always rated Diaz, and it's actually sad. It's sad to see him make it at Real, because I did want him to stay at City. But like, to see him like actually getting your starting 11, it is kind of, you know, not good for him. Obviously, well, he's won La Liga, Premier League, and Serie A, so he's got a bit of a demon CV as well. Big him up though. If it was in the Bernabeu, yes, but I just can't write Real Madrid off in the Champions League. You just can't do it. You just cannot do it. You can't do it at all. Cannot be writing Real Madrid off in the Champions League. If you score first, you don't think Bayern will win. But if Bayern score first, you think they win. Is that what we're thinking? Is that what we're thinking? What's I actually wanted to do? Remember though, guys, like the stream. It pushes out there to a wider audience that get to see my absolutely crazy insight into the game that we call football. Any team scores first will win based on the first thing. I don't know. I don't know. Like, when you're seeing two teams of this caliber, who do I think is winning Ballon d'Or? You know what? I could see Kane. I could see Kane winning it as much as I don't want Kane to win the Ballon d'Or. I can see Kane winning it. Unfortunately, I can see Harry Kane winning it, which would be a dark day for football. Very, very dark day for football if Harry Kane gets his hands on the Ballon d'Or. Very dark day for football. Very, very dark day for football. Like, we need to actually sort of, like, look at how dark it would be for football if we've got Harry Kane winning the Ballon d'Or. But I think he will, you know, because I think Bayern win the Champions League. I do think Bayern win the Champions League. So I think it will be Harry Kane. If I'm honest, I think. Unfortunately, not something I'd want to see. Not something I'd want to see, but I do think it's a reality. I do think it's a reality. A sad reality, but a reality nonetheless. Oh man. Still cannot spot anything. This is actually so dark. Oh man. But nah. Again, all eyes on Mbappe. Although, like, he's not the player that I'm most excited to watch. Again, I'm excited to watch Elise, Kane and Diaz. like the most, but Mbappe's the one that I'm going to be critical of the most. What, we're 5 minutes away from kickoff, and this best be a classic. This best be a Champions League classic, like the first leg was. Though I unfortunately missed. Hopefully, the charity work I did watching Arsenal last week pays off, and I get an excellent spectacle of football. But who knows? What's going on here? I haven't actually looked at the Arsenal lineup, so I'm going to quickly check that. I'm going to quickly see what I can imagine it's the same team. Alright, they got Eze obviously instead of Odegaard, but yeah, it's give or take the same team. Mascara at fullback though. Interesting stuff. Right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get the things ready over here. 2 seconds wants to load. Oh, sorry, that was actually disgusting. My bad. I literally just couldn't. Oh, that was actually grim. Sorry, my apologies on that one. Now, what stadium, man? I do really want to go to the Allianz. What ground? Obviously, I was talking yesterday about how I've been to the Met, obviously in Madrid, which is beautiful. Like, it's beautiful. It's so much better looking than the Bernabeu, but the Bernabeu just has aura, unfortunately. Like, the Bernabeu's just got crazy aura. But the Allianz also has aura. But I think the next stadium I'm going to is going to be the Johan Cruyff Arena. So, and I've heard good things about it. So hopefully it impresses. Elise's aura farming, you know he's actually about to drop a masterclass. Elise's aura farming, you know it's a masterclass. And you know it's a masterclass incoming from Elise. Man. Go on though. What do the two teams have for me, man? What do they have for me? Because I remember like in 2024, Bayern hit out a crazy bottle against Bayern Munich in the semis. And then against Real Madrid in the semis. Joselu obviously scored that brace. And that was a bit of a mad bottle, I won't lie, like that one was mad. But I think Company's got this one in the bag. I think Company has this in the bag. I think he does. Prove me right, Company, man. Prove me right for backing you, Company. Prove me right, please. Please prove me right. Big night of European football here. Big night of European footy. Now I feel like if I shave my beard off, I could be a Brahim Diaz like lookalike. If I cut my hair a bit shorter and shave my beard off, I could be a Brahim Diaz lookalike. I think 100% I could be a Brahim Diaz lookalike. 110%. What are you saying, Nick? Bayern 3, Real Madrid 2, and then Arsenal 2, Sporting 1. Is that on the night? You saying that's for tonight, or are we saying that is Are we saying that like on aggregate, or is that just in tonight's games? Is that just in tonight's games? Tonight? Nah, fairs. Mate, if this game ends 3-2, I'm happy, especially in Bayern's favour. Again, I want Bayern to go through, but at the same time, I want an interesting game of football. Like, again, last week on stream, I watched Arsenal, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. Probably one of the worst games of football I've watched. Red jerseys, bad luck. There we go. There we go. There we go. Bayern get us underway. But a ball already rolls through to Lunin anyway. So it'll be Real Madrid to probably get the first attack of the 90. With, I was going to say they got a mountain to climb, but it's not that steep. It's just a slight incline. They got a slight incline to climb here. They've definitely got the players to do it. It's whether they've got the mentality. Neuer, you've lost your mind! Oh my word! Neuer has lost his mind! Neuer! Bro! What are you smoking? Lamar, is it still 0-0 in your book? So you're not counting that as a goal because of the goal scorer. You're not counting that as a goal. Nah, Neuer, you've lost it. Neuer, you've lost it big time. He has lost his. Nah, he's gone mad. He has gone. Nah, I'm sorry. That is actually unacceptable. Now that is unacceptable. That is crazy. He's nah. That's outrageous. What is? I don't even know what to say. I actually don't even know what to say. He's gone mad. Nah. Nah, that is... Nah, Neuer's lost his mind. Nah, Vibes, you don't actually understand. Neuer has lost his mind to a degree that... If I even compliment the goal, right, it lets Neuer off too easily. That is sinister. Nah. The Real Madrid Black Magic in the Champions League is back. Nah, that is back. Nah, that is horrible. That is... Oh, man. Nah. To be fair, Lamar, you called it. You did call it, but that is disgusting. That is your club cap. That is Bayern Munich's club captain, and he is doing that 30 seconds in. He has lost his mind. I don't even know what to. Like, I'm actually blown away by that. Like, I've never seen a professional footballer capitulate on the football pitch so quickly. Especially someone with that level of experience. After the first leg that he played as well, no, he's lost it. That is actually completely unacceptable. I'm actually baffled. But Bayern are trying to get on the ball here now with Diaz. He's now lost his mind. This could get spooky for Bayern. Vinicius comes forward now. He's got Upamecano for company. And then tries to play it inside, but it's intercepted by Pavlovic. But that was Upamecano. Finds himself out on the flank. Pumps one forward for Gnabry. But Militao gets there first. That's actually mad. That's actually upset me. Diaz is claiming he just got an elbow in the face from Lima, and the ref seems to agree, and he's given the free kick Real Madrid's way. The Austrian looks a bit baffled as well. Oh, I don't know, yeah. Tell you what, Diaz has conned the ref there, I won't lie to you. He is completely conned the ref. Pavlovic. He goes to Kimmich. Forward to Gnabry. Diaz gets there before Trent, and he can look to cross the ball. He does. It's put behind by Trent and for a corner for Bayern. Corner for Bayern. And it's headed in! Fair, you know what? Pavlovic has equalised from the corner. I was typing out a tweet and Bayern score. So we've seen 2 goals in 6 minutes, and I'm gonna have to obviously look at this one back to verify what's happened there, because I've seen the corner come in, but because of how close he's put that to Lunin's goal, I thought Madrid would deal with this comfortably. So corner comes in from Joshua Kimmich, and he plants it straight on top of Lunin. Lunin's lost his mind! What am I watching? Nah, Lamar, you might have a point. That is disgusting goalkeeping. That is disgusting goalkeeping. Nah, what is that? That's the worst. That's actually the worst goal. Forget what Neuer did. That's the worst bit of goalkeeping that I've ever seen. How is a corner being placed right on top of you and you're getting nowhere near it? Nah, that's criminal. Nah, that's... No, nothing crazy on the ball. Please. Now I combine again with Diaz. He's got Lima overlapping, but Diaz looks to go alone, goes inside to Kane, then goes to Joshua Kimmich, who looks to throw the ball through to Gnabry, but it was intercepted. But Bayern have the ball again. Is that a foul by Vinicius on Kimmich? I mean, Vinicius has lost his head a little bit there. He's brought Kimmich down, and then as Kimmich goes to get back up, he's pushed him back to the floor. But we've got Elise now. Elise shoots, blocked by Rudiger. Elise again, crossed in again, back stick to Diaz, who just about keeps it in, and Lunin secures it. Vinicius is now getting a telling off for his little incident with Kimmich. I would say that's a foul. The initial one. He then stamps on his foot and then pushes him back to the... Bro, Vinicius, you need to relax, bro. We're 8 minutes into the game. Like, what is going on, bro? What is going on? Now Gnabry. Pavlovic, the goal scorer. Inside to Elise. Now it's Upamecano marauding forward. He goes inside to Elise. And then it's back to Stanisic. Bayern looking to get control of this game now after conceding early and then scoring as well. Equalising as well. From two absolute goalkeeping howlers. Let's call a spade, right? Oh, let me move that. Sorry. Let me actually get this lighting properly. It's actually... So I just looked at the screen and the lighting was not doing me any justice. Yeah, let's call a spade. Like, both of the goalkeepers have lost their mind. Like, I didn't think I was going to see much worse goalkeeping than what Neuer did in the first minute. But Lunin, oh my word. Like, I thought Donnarumma was bad from corners. Like, Donnarumma, I owe you an apology. That is the most disgusting way to deal with a corner I've ever seen. You know what? Lamar, I don't have a prediction for this game anymore. You know how I had a prediction for this game? After what I've seen in this first 10 minutes, I can't predict anything that's happening in this game. Because I don't know, I don't know what happens next. Bro, I don't. But that one's bad though, like... When you say goalkeeping mistake, I think you mean like a shot that maybe slides under his hand or something. But that is criminal. Because he's retreated into his goal instead of trying to claim it. Like, I don't understand what he's done. Like, this is the issue. Like, Neuer, I kind of get it. It's stupid, but I get it, right? But what Lunin's done there, I can't fathom what he was trying to do. That's a brilliant ball out to Diaz. It's dealt with by Trent though. But does fall back to Pavlovic. Nah. I actually don't know what I'm watching. No, it's Diaz. Kane. Back to Lima. Pavlovic. Now back to Jonathan Tah. Olise. He goes to dink it over to Diaz, but he wasn't expecting the dink to pass. Doesn't make the run, and it follows through to Lunin. Bro, I don't even know what I'm watching at this point, man. Like, I thought yesterday's game started crazy, but this is mad. Pavlovic again, the goal scorer. Forward to Kimmich. That's a beautiful ball forward to Lima. Kane with a dummy as well. Still Lima. Goes outside to Kane. Kane crosses it. Blocked by Militao and out for a corner. Can the Ukrainian actually do something productive from this corner, or is he once again going to lose his mind in the most embarrassing fashion? Alright, come on, Lunin. Show me that was a one-off. Show me that was a one-off. Please show me that was a one-off. And you're not going to do anything crazy from this one, please. Please. Let's turn that light down. Like, show me that was a one-off. Corner to again be taken by Kimmich out on the same side. The same left-hand side for Bayern. Joshua Kimmich on the corner. Crossed in. Is that kept alive by Tar or it's out? It's a goal kick, I do believe. Goal kick, yeah, goal kick to Real Madrid. Bro, I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. Football as a sport is nuts. Trent forward. He finds Mbappe. He goes back to Trent. Then lofts one forward to Vinicius for Vinicius to chase. Neuer gets there first and clears it straight to Odegaard again, but this time the young Turkish player can't do anything with it. That arsehole should go to. Can Sporting knock out Arsenal today? Nah, if I'm honest, Arian, no, they can't. That's why we're watching Bayern. Here comes Diaz. He goes out wide to Elise. He's got Kane overlapping, but he goes for Diaz instead. That's an excellent tackle by Eder Militao. That is superb defending from Militao. The clearance not so great. Goes out for the Bayern throw, but that's good defending there from Militao. But no, yeah, I don't think Sporting have a chance today. Unfortunately, I don't. Cross in to the Gnabry brings it down for Diaz, who hits it straight up. Luna, it goes out for another corner. No, that's an incredible tackle there by Eder Militao. Did almost cause Real to concede there, but the shot from Diaz wasn't too great, and he'll definitely be kicking itself for that. Oh, was it a... Never mind. Goal kick. My bad. Now Jonathan Tah to try and bring it forward. That's a terrible touch by Gnabry. And that pass back is even worse because it goes straight to Mbappe. But luckily Lime was able to wrestle it back off Jude Bellingham, and now it's Harry Kane. He goes to loft one forward to release Elise, but it looks like Ferland Mendy's going to get there first, which he does. And he's going to try usher out for a throw-in, which he does successfully as well. That's good play out there by Mendy. The game's calmed down just a little bit. Just a tad though. But I can't imagine it will stay this way for long. It will heat back up. Actually, I'm going to turn my big light on because my room's actually just got extremely dark. Let's get that big light on. There we are. That's a bit better. Now it's Trent. He goes forward to Diaz. And now it's Bellingham. Tries to twist and turn away from Diaz and takes the ball out for a throw-in. That was clunky. That was very clunky and clumsy from Bellingham there. Got himself trapped. Seeing PSG yesterday, I don't think apart from PSG any team has a flawless game. They're near to perfect compared to other teams like Arsenal and Real Madrid. I mean, I'd probably agree. PSG are probably the best coach team, 100% the best coach team like across the board. Again, the rest of the teams in the competition, you know, I could see a slip up from. I actually think. Sorry, that's a good cross by Elise, but it's dealt with by Trent. I actually think Arsenal, if Arsenal make it through, which they should, I think on paper they have the worst squad. But they're good at scamming a result, which you need in the Champions League. But it's gonna be interesting because both them and Atleti, they like a capitulation. It's gonna be an interesting game. It's gonna be a very, very interesting two-legged game if Arsenal make it through today, which I think they will. This game, though, I can't tell you what's going to happen, if I'm honest. I tried to say that Bayern would have a nice little 2-1 win, but after what I've seen in the first 6 minutes, I can't say that's a shot by Mbappe, and that's just wide. Yeah, after what I've seen in the first 6 minutes of this game, there's no point me even trying to predict what comes next. There's 0 point me trying to predict what comes next in this game. Pavlovic, the goal scorer for Bayern. He comes forward and finds Diaz. Pavlovic again. Inside to Kimmich. And now across to Upamecano. Upamecano again. He goes back to Gnabry and then inside to Elise, who can turn and run at the rail goal. Stops, gets it back to Pavlovic, and then he's going to go across to Diaz. So he's got space to run at Trent here. Diaz gets back. Luis Diaz one-on-one with Brahim Diaz. He gets the better of him. Trent blocks his cross. And then Valverde can clear to Mbappe. Mbappe drops it off to Valverde. Bayern are back in position now. And Real Madrid kind of just have to be a bit more patient around the back. That's a good pass around the corner from Vinicius to Mbappe. And it's Mbappe! And that's a really, really, really good intervention there by Lima. Very, very good defending. Again, excellent ball around the corner from Vinicius. Mbappe's well onside as the beating of Lima in a foot race until the key moment where Lima was able to put him off his shot and force a goal kick. Here's Kimmich. Gnabry. Elise. Vinicius has stood still and let Elise glide past him. That is embarrassing from Vinicius there. Fair play. That is embarrassing. I just praise his attacking work, but that defensive, he just stood there. He's just absolutely turned Upamecano inside out though, but the Frenchman's done well to recover. Now it's Gnabry. His pass forward to Elise goes out for a throw-in. No, yeah, Upamecano does really, really well to retrieve that ball off Vinicius. Fair play to him. The recovery there was really good. Here's Elise. Mbappe's had 2 decent chances within the last 10 minutes. It's Mendy. Back to Valverde. Now across the Trent. Militao. Valverde again. Militao. Goulart again. Yeah, game's calmed down completely here. Real Madrid having a lot of the ball, but again, they're the ones that need to chase this game and go find another goal. And at the moment, Bayern seem very, very happy to allow them to just have a lot of meaningless possession in their own half. Tell you what, Mendy just absolutely skimmed the Bayern player there. Now it's Mbappe. He goes forward to Mendy. It's Ferland Mendy. He chops it back. He's getting manhandled by Jonathan Tah. He goes down. The ref waves that away instantly. Now here come Bayern Munich with Harry Kane. Kane, one-on-one with Militao. Hooks the ball across nicely to Diaz. He's got Gnabry going forward. Instead, cuts it across to Elise, who finds Kane again. Kane. He tries to take it past Rudiger, but goes out for a corner. The ref's still waving away. Real Madrid's players call for a foul there from Tar on Mendy. And yeah, I think he's... Like, there's contact. There's definitely contact. I don't know if there's enough... I don't know, personally, if there's enough in that to give a penalty. And I think the ref has probably made the right call. Personally speaking. And VAR seem to agree with him as well. So it's going to be a corner to Bayern. This time on the right-hand side to be taken by Elise. Nobody impeding Lunin this time. This time it goes low into Kane. It's dealt with by Mendy. But it flies back out to Kimmich. And again is blocked and goes out for another corner to Bayern on the right-hand side. Corner comes in, it's dealt with. Kimmich. He goes long out to Diaz, who's one-on-one with Trent. He goes inside Trent when the ref gives offside. Free kick. Forward towards Vinicius, but Neuer will get there. He throws it out quickly to Pavlovic. He goes back to Upamecano. In midfield to Kimmich. Now it's Lima. Diaz. Kimmich. Elise. One-on-one with Mendy. Cuts inside. Elise shoots. Deflection off of Valverde, and that'll be another corner for Bayern Munich. That was a key. That was a key interception there by or intervention, should I say, there from for Valverde, because that was a good shot, good strike from Elise, and I do believe that could have troubled Lunin. But again, another corner. This time, Harry Kane is very, very close to the Real Madrid number one. Can they work their magic for a second time off this left-hand side with Kimmich taking the corner again? 25 minutes into this game, still 1-1 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. Corner in from Kimmich. Oh my, Lunin, please! For the love of God, bro! Like, find some shame. Nah, he needs to find some serious levels of shame. He's claiming he's been fouled, when that's not the case. He's just completely missed the ball. Corner taken short anyway by Bayern. Now it's Elise. It's Lima. Elise. That's an excellent ball inside to Kimmich. And Kimmich shoots. Good save there by Luna. It's going to be another corner to Bayern Munich. Seventh corner of the game for Bayern Munich compared to Real Madrid's 0. And it's in again from Kimmich. This time headed out by Eder Militao. Now it's Mbappe. Inside to the goal scorer Gerda. And now it's Brahim Diaz, who's got Vinicius ahead of him. And he's got Mbappe steaming forward as well. Vinicius, one-on-one with Stanisic. Goes for the cross. And this time it's dealt with, not very convincingly by Neuer. But it's dealt with. The Mbappe cross then leads to nothing. But it comes back out to Vinicius. Still Vinny J. He goes inside to Diaz, who then chops it round Lima, and the ref deems it a foul by the Austrian. I'm inclined to agree on that one as well. That one was clumsy. I don't think he needs to engage with Diaz there at all. Diaz just chops around him, and that's a foul. That's a foul. And you got a free kick and a good opportunity here for Real Madrid. Free kick to Real Madrid, to be taken by what looks to be Mbappe. No, it is Gerda that goes with it this time, and he scored again! That is a brilliant free. That's a fantastic free kick. Lamar, you might need to hang your head in shame, my boy. Nah, Lamar, you may need to hang your head in shame. Because your boys has got the second on the night and drawn you level again, and that is a beautiful free kick. Again, I'm going to need to see the replay to see if Neuer should have done better with that one, but from first glance, that's an excellent free kick. From first glance, that's an excellent free kick. Let's see again. Now Neuer needs to do better. Never mind. I lied. Neuer needs to do so much better. What is going on with the graphics? Sorry. There is actually just... Everything's just went wrong. There we go. Nah, Neuer's throwing. Neuer's throwing this game. Nah, Neuer's throwing. Neuer's throwing this game, bro. Because that is awful goalkeeping for that free kick. Nah, Neuer, bro. Nah, no, bro. The goalkeeping I've seen today is actually horrific. Nah, this is bad, bro. Is it that bad, Vipes? Is it that bad? Nah, Lamar, you might have been onto something for that 6-4, you know. That's a good... You know what? That's some good improvisation from Rudiger, but it's still Bayern Munich coming forward with Diaz. Yeah, Vipes, is the Arsenal game that bad? We're going through to the... Oh, I don't know about the 16th, man. I don't know if that... I don't know if I'd back you that heavy. Although Neuer is doing his, like... Neuer is doing his absolute best to get you into the semi-final. I'll tell you that. Neuer has lost his marbles. Are you even trying to go forward, or are you just holding on to that 1-0 lead at the Emirates? Elise. Kimmich. Lima. Again, it was a soft free kick for Lima to give away as well. So Lima, soft free kick to give away, but Neuer still, I think, has to do better on the free kick. Elise. Cross comes in. Kane! It's dealt with by Militao, who goes down injured, but it's Lima. Now it's Diaz, who's tackled by Bellingham, and then Valverde. Bellingham. Diaz ahead of him. Brahim Diaz steams past Kimmich, but his ball inside to Mbappe is not great, and Kimmich can see it back to Neuer. who hopefully doesn't do anything nuts. That's a good ball again round the corner to Mbappe, but it's dealt with well by Upamecano. I think he's having a decent game so far today. Kimmich. Yeah, no one will be playing as bad as Neuer is right now. Oh my. This Neuer performance, bro, is nuts. Bayern again looking to recapture the lead. And I think, you know, as much as I'm saying Bayern have been sloppy at the back, I think Real have been as well. But I think they're just, because their front three's slightly quicker than Bayern's, obviously with Kane bringing down Bayern's average pace by quite a bit. You know, it works slightly more in Madrid's favour. 5-1 will be the final score. Gula hat-trick, Mbappe and Vinicius also score. If he scores a hat-trick, are you gonna forgive him for getting the start? Because I know you don't forget you were mad that he was starting this game anyway. Stankovic, he goes to Gnabry. Gnabry shoots and it's straight at Lunin again. Almost conceded from a counter because we went short from a free kick with everyone in the box. What was it like us on pro clubs when we get countered from corners because we're terrible at corners? Is it like that? Golo with the ball in the corner, hits it off Stankovic. That'll be a free kick to Real Madrid. Yeah, Bayern are a bit nervous, you know. And I can't say the same for Real Madrid, other than Lunin, who's an absolute criminal. I think Real Madrid are relatively composed, whereas Bayern just seem a bit shambolic in places. Mate, we only got away with it because of Martinelli's pace. Vinicius doesn't play with a whistle. Bayern need to finish well. Gnabry's directly shooting at Lunin. Yeah, no, like Bayern have had chances. Have had very, very good chances in this game that they should have taken a lot better. A lot of their shots have been straight at the keeper. Obviously, Real Madrid are doing a bit of a smash and grab right now because I think Neuer has done poorly for both of the goals, and as well the free kick for the second was soft to give away. Like Lima needs to do so much better. But yeah, Lunin forward though for Real Madrid. The last 10 minutes of the first half. Still 2-1 to Real Madrid on the night. 3-3 on aggregate. Brahim Diaz now gives away a ball to Elise. Then Stanisic goes all the way back and take the throw. It was almost an instant one-on-one. Yeah, that's dark. Bellingham. Mbappe. One-on-one with Upamecano. Now Bayern have reinforcements, but Mbappe goes alone. Cuts it back to Vinicius, who really wasn't expecting that ball, and then runs straight into Upamecano. I don't know, man. I think Vinicius, ever since he didn't win that Ballon d'Or, the X factor's just gone in this game. Like, I don't think he strikes fear in defenders anymore the same way he used to. Like, after watching Lamine yesterday, and like, say what you want about Lamine Yamal, but he strikes fear in the defenders every time he goes one-on-one with them. Like, he might not even complete the most convincing dribble, but because he's got that aura, like, Fairs, Lima keeps going. He gets it across to Kane. It's cleared, and Real Madrid can try counter-attack here. But it's won back by Stankovic, who glides past Valverde, and then has a shot, but it's again straight at Lunin. He then crosses it back in, hits Mendy's arm, but it's way too close to his body in a natural position, so that won't be given. Crossed in by Elise for Diaz, who knocks it down for Kane, who holds it up against Militao, cuts it back to Lima. Now Diaz. Could he turn and shoot? No. It's cleared only as far as Tar, though. Now it's Kimmich. Stanisic, Elise. But yeah, no, as I was saying, like, Lamau just, like, sort of strikes fear into defenders when he runs it. Oh, Kane! That's a brilliant pass. Harry Kane! 2-2! 2-2! That's what Harry Kane does. To be fair, that's as I was going on my monologue, Harry Kane scores. As I'm going on my monologue, Harry Kane scores. What a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. What a time to be alive. That's a brilliant pass as well. The defending's a bit, a bit questionable from Real Madrid. We'll get to look at it again. But as soon as Kane takes that touch, you know exactly where he's putting the ball, and you know it, and you know it's a goal. Bayern back in front in the tie and back level on the night. Nah, Lamar, you might have cooked for your prediction, bro. You might have actually cooked. Kimmich so obviously goes out wide to Stanisic. He knocks it back to Elise. Elise just about brings it down for Upamecano, who takes a touch round Vinicius. Again, lazy defender. Yeah, that pass is... That dummy run from Diaz to actually take Militao out the game is nuts. An excellent pass from Upamecano. The run from Diaz to just absolutely bamboozle Militao. And then when Kane gets the ball in that position, you know what happens next. But that's shameful from Vinicius. I think he needs to do better. Like, again, Upamecano gets round him with ease, but don't take away from the excellence from the pass from Upamecano, the run from Diaz, and the finish from Kane. Nah, switch games vibes, bro. Honestly, switch games. I would have switched games last week. If I wasn't on stream, I would have switched games last week. But this is nuts. This is a classic. This is a Champions League classic. Yeah, again, he's played a few passes, but I just don't feel like he's playing with the energy and the sort of determination as everybody else on the pitch. It looks like, okay, Bellingham's a steamed past Kimmich, and now it's Trent. Trent across, and Mbappe just misses it. That was excellent from Bellingham. I'm critical of Bellingham a lot, but that was excellent work from Bellingham. Oh, Raya's lost his mind. Now, that was excellent work there from Bellingham. Kane's down injured, though, seeking treatment from the Bayern medical staff after a collision with Militao. That is a painful one, to be fair. No one amongst the defence marking Kane, literally near Lunin 2. Nah, but again, like I said for that one, Lamar, probably Trent needs to do a bit better, but Militao gets absolutely sent by the run from Diaz. There's nothing I can say about Militao not marking Kane, because that dummy run from Diaz is exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. But yeah, now Vinicius, he doesn't seem to just be playing with the same intensity as the rest of your team. Everyone else seems really up for it, and he's just kind of half-assed a lot of it. Unless he's running through on goal like he is now, and he's shot and he's hit the crossbar. It's a good shot as well. But unless he's running through on goal or in the final third, he just doesn't seem as up for it, as determined as everybody else. Again, like I just said, that run from Bellingham, superb. I've seen Diaz put it in the hard yards. Mbappe as well putting in the hard yards. But Vinicius off the ball, it's just not been for me so far. Here's Bellingham again. Mbappe. He finds Diaz. One-on-one with Lima. Goes to the outside to try and get the cross in. But Diaz back to support, and Lima can hurry it away. Now it's Diaz. Inside to Kane, who flicks it over Militao and to Elise, who goes back to Kane. He's got Upamecano going forward, but decides to take the touch inside and go back. And now it's Stanisic. Saliba is eyeballing. Nah, what? Bro, nah, that game sounds dark. Here comes Gnabry. That's a poor touch, and it's straight to Militao to clear it away. Now it's Kane. His touch is poor, and now it's Bellingham to release Vinicius the other way. He's one-on-one with Tar. Vinicius Jr. Prove me wrong, Vinicius. Goes inside. Finds Mbappe. Mbappe shoots. Mbappe scores! Brilliant counter-attack from Real Madrid. Brilliant counter-attack. 3-2 on the night in the first half. 4-4 in aggregate. And Kylian Mbappe gets his goal. And I was literally just slating Vinicius Jr. But he's done superb there. Obviously, Bayern won't be too happy because Stanisic was down on the floor that whole attack for Real Madrid. But Real won't care. Again, Company's team will be asking questions, but we're all level on aggregate again now. Will VAR check for a potential foul in the build-up? Is the question, though. Is it a foul? So he comes forward. No, not a foul. Not a foul. Off the ball incident. Not a foul. The ball forward, though, by Bellingham to Vinicius. Vinicius onside. He's got time and space to run at Sarr. Time and space. Time and space. Oh, and the pass inside waited perfectly to Mbappe to run onto it. Perfectly. Tell you what, Vinicius, man, you shut me up there because that was brilliant. That was brilliant, and this calm finish for him. Again, like I said for the Kane goal, as soon as Mbappe gets the ball in that position, you know what happens next? You know what happens next? You know what happens next. Damn, I didn't know yesterday's game was going to get topped, but this is mad. This is football. So Company misses the next match if Bayern obviously go through. He'll be in the sidelines in the stands after getting booked. Watchalong. Kimmich. Valverde clear to Mbappe. Tar with the intervention. Then it's Lima who's caught on the ball. And now it's Mbappe. Real Madrid getting men forward. Mbappe inside. Outside now to Bellingham who crosses it in and it's straight to Neuer. That's his man. I wouldn't, as a fan, Lamar, as a fan of a team in this game, I would not be enjoying what I'm watching right now. But as a neutral, this is a class game. But if this was City playing right now, I think I'd turn the TV off. I don't know if I don't know if my heart rate could cope. Jonathan Tah, Lima, 1 minute of normal time left in this first half, and we're 3-2. Kimmich, Lima. Gnabry, Upamecano, Kimmich. Again, I still think no matter what happens now, if Real Madrid win, Neuer's got blood on his hands for those first 2 goals. Kimmich, Gnabry. Ball given away, and now it's Gula to go the other way. And then he cheaply gives the ball away to Bayern, and now it's Stanisic. Kimmich, 2 minutes of additional time at the end of this first half. Upamecano. Half time at the Emirates though. Pavlovic. Diaz. Goes across to Kimmich. His pass is intercepted by Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius to go the other way. He goes to Diaz. Takes a heavy touch straight into Pavlovic. And now Bayern can try get one last attack in this first half. Elise. And get themselves back in front in this tie before half time. Elise. Stanisic. And it looks like they're just going to take the sting out of it and get into half time. Does away goals apply? Now that's not been a rule. That's not been a rule for so many years. I can't remember when they got rid of it. But yeah. No, they haven't had away rules for away goals for ages now. Which I don't know. I don't know if it's a good change or a bad change. I always go like, I always sort of like seesaw on whether I think it was a good change or a bad change. But as we draw closer to halftime now, literally just a few seconds left on the clock, guys. Remember, like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Especially if you're enjoying this. If you're enjoying this. Nah, I mean, away goals. I don't know. Like, I can understand why they got rid of it, but at the same time, like, it does take a few things away from the game. It kind of like depends. It really does depend on the way you look at it. But yeah, no, first half done here at the Allianz, and it's somehow, right? It's somehow 3-2 to Madrid on the night and 4-4 in aggregate, and I don't really know how I feel about that. Like, why is that not updated? Oh, right, that's why it's not updated, because it's just not working on there. Okay, cool. Gotta do it all on here. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, nah, halftime thoughts, lads. Halftime thoughts. Arteta and Arsenal playing Harambe. Bro, you actually watching that? Please tell me you're not watching that game. And if you are, please tell me you've got 2 screens on. Please tell me you're not spending your evening just watching that game. Because you've actually gone mental if you are. If that's how you're spending your evening, you've went mental. Now this is gonna be a mad second. Like, that was a mad first half, right? That was crazier than I was expecting it to be, because again, like I said, Neuer just lost it, like, completely. What's going on? I am really watching that game. Want to see Arsenal completely bottle it, bro. You trust me, as someone that watched the first leg of that, you're doing yourself no favors watching that game. I'm being so honest with you. You're doing yourself 0 favors watching that game of footy. Absolutely 0 favors. You're doing yourself no favors watching that. Like, for the sake of your own mental health, please stop watching that game of football, please. Please. Like, please just stop. It's not good for you, bro. It's not good for you. It's not good for you at all. Not good for you at all. I didn't place any bets on today. After yesterday, after like picking up 2 losses yesterday, I thought I'll save the betting for the weekend. But there was nothing that really took my fancy. Even though, like, because of how crazy this Bayern game is, I probably could have made some serious money. But you know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn, man. You live and you learn. Your vibes. Apparently, Gyökeres is dropping the disaster class right now. Apparently, Gyökeres is dropping an absolute disgraceful disaster class right now. Oh man. That was actually grim. That was grim. But we didn't have any mishaps today, which is good. And touch wood, we don't have any. Touch wood. But nah, I'm expecting a big second half, man. Big things in the second half. Nah, again, they're showing this first goal again, bro, and Neuer just lost it, bro. Like, completely lost it. Like, completely lost it. Like, is he aiming for Kimmich and he's just got the ball nowhere near him? It's an excellent finish, though, first time. But then the second goal in the game on Bayern's first is arguably worse. We are destroying your small dusty club on Sunday. Bro, I don't know about that one, boss. I don't know. From apparently from what you're doing in the Champions League right now, that is a long way off being the truth. We are winning the Premier. Again, from what I'm hearing you're doing in the Champions League right now, that sounds a long way away from the truth. If I'm honest with you, bro. Like, big up for the belief in that, but that's mad. Like, that's mad. Because apparently you're playing some Hall of Shame football right now. And that's just what my sources. Again, I'm not watching the game. That's just what my sources are telling me. I've got some scouts in the chat, and they're telling me that you're playing some Hall of Shame football. We got robbed in the Carabao Cup final because of Man City. Okay, can you please explain to me, right? Okay, right. Okay, now you've got me with your rage bait. Please break down to me right now how you got robbed in the Carabao Cup final. And the reason why we got knocked out of the quarters in the FA Cup is because the ball was too soft. Bro, explain to me. Man. Sorry. Explain to me, mate. Isn't it obvious? Explain to me what you saw in that 90 minutes of football at Wembley, which leads you to believe that you got robbed. Please, please elaborate to me right now. Tell me what I didn't see. Right? Explain to me what you saw that I didn't see. Yeah. You've gone mad. Respectfully, you've gone mental. You've gone mental. You've gone mad. You've gone mad. You've gone so much further than mad. Like, your head's gone, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I actually don't know what to tell you, bro. I can't lie, bro. Madrid versus Bayern, game of the season, bro. This is some football. FT, this is some football, bro. This is some football. Like, I don't know what to say. This is some footy. Although Neuer and Lunin both need to be put in jail. Both goalkeepers need to be thrown in jail. Like, get both goalkeepers in jail immediately. But Neuer deserves a longer sentence than Lunin. Like, Lunin can come out within 15 years, but you've got to slap Neuer over 20 stretch after what I'm seeing right now. Again, I don't make the rules. Like, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them, right? I don't make the rules. I just enforce them, and what I'm seeing from both goalkeepers is actually upsetting me. Bro, if you say I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If you say one more ridiculous statement in chat, I'm actually gonna time you up for 24 hours, bro. Because I don't need to be reading that. You've just put the lowest like the least intelligent thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You have just wrote out in my chat. Like, you just wasted some valuable letters, right? Those letters could have been used to form a cohesive and sort of intelligent, right? Intelligent sentence, and you just wasted them. Right, Nathan, I need a rundown of the half. Bro, I'll give you a rundown of the half, right? Get your Twitter loaded up right now and I'll show you exactly what I've just seen. Sorry, one moment. My VPN's on. My VPN's on US, so everything's getting what is it? Everything's getting geo-blocked. Everything is getting geo-blocked. Last time Arsenal won the league, I was still in that. True statement. Alright, Joe, I've just sent you the first goal. I've just sent you the second goal. I've just sent you the third goal. I've just sent you the fourth goal as well. And I've just sent you the fifth one. And all you're gonna get from what I've just sent you, Joe, on Twitter, yeah? All you're gonna get from what I've sent you on Twitter is Neuer and Lunin both need to be arrested. Now, I can't lie, he might actually need... Actually, Joe, you know what? You're getting hit with mod status, bro. Like, all the other boys got hit with moderator, so I actually need to mod you in the chat. Let me just quickly mod you in the chat. Alright, yeah, now you can... I think you should be able to just do whatever you want in the chat now. Standard managing moderator. Yeah, you can do whatever you want in the chat now. You should have like oh yeah, no, you've got mad. So yeah, Joe, you've got moderator purposes, privileges. Sorry, not purposes. My bad. Sorry. You've got moderator privileges. You can do with those as you please. Although just because I've made you moderator doesn't mean you won't get banned. If you try to rage bait me, you will get banned. As Vipes and Yudi found out the hard way, if you try to rage bait me, even when you're moderator, you get hit with a straight 24-hour ban. Certain man did have to find that one out the hard way. But now, Joe, let me know. Let me know if you check check those things I sent you on Twitter. So I sent you all the goals. All right, let's look at these sporting chances. Tell you what, they probably should have scored there. That probably should have been a goal. Right, second half is about to get underway though, lads. The second half is actually about to get underway, and bro, I'm actually quite gassed. I'm actually quite gassed. Especially with the scores being level as well. Like, this is probably best case scenario, both teams being level coming into the second half. But who do we think takes it? Is it Bayern or is it Real? Because I think, bro, Bayern just look nervous, man. They look nervy, whereas Madrid look composed. Like, Madrid are probably playing worse, I'd say. Like, on the whole, Madrid are probably playing worse. But there keeps being huge moments in this game where Bayern are just making lapses in concentration and sort of making things a tad easier for Real, where Madrid aren't really doing that as much. Other than obviously Bayern's first goal, because yeah, he's absolutely lost his marbles for that. Completely lost his mind. Alphonso Davies looks like he's going to be coming on for Stanisic, so. My team against Arsenal on Sunday. Let's check. You got 4-2-3-1 in goal, Donnarumma. with his new leg tattoo. Donnarumma with his new leg tattoo. Right back Nunes. Yeah, can't argue with that. Yeah, Davies is coming on for Stanisic. Kursanov centre back, of course. Gahey next to him, surely. Gahey next to him, surely. Yeah, Gahey, O'Reilly. Yeah, again, no arguments there. Champions! Rodri, Bernardo, again Fez, Semenyo, and then Shirky in the 10. Yeah, Shirky in the 10. And Haaland and Doku, surely. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly how I'd line up, to be fair. If I'm honest with you, that's exactly how I'd line up. You've got the team spot on there. Alright, go on, Joe. Give me your analysis on what you saw. Please give me your analysis of what you saw. I need your honest analysis on all of those goals I just showed you. Yeah, bro. I chose the Arsenal tie over this last week. I know. I get it. I'm an idiot. I get it. Okay, I get it. Do I think we cook Arsenal? I don't know. Because it benefits. You think fair play? You don't think Neuer should have done way better with that free kick? I think Neuer has to do so much better with a free kick. But back to the other question, do I think we cook Arsenal? No, because they can draw the game and still win the league. So I think that plays into that. If they had to come and win, I think we beat them. If they had to come to our house and win, then I think we win. But because they can play for a draw, I think things may go in their favour. Nah, it wasn't top bins though, man. It what? Nah. Neuer's like... Nah, I think Neuer has to do so much better. Here's Diaz. Goes forward to Alphonso Davies, who cuts it back for Kane. There's a nice intervention in there from Rudiger, but now it's Diaz! And that's a very, very, very big block there for Bellingham to send out for another Bayern Munich corner. But that was excellent play from Diaz and Davies on the left-hand side. But Kimmich now out to take the corner. First corner of the second half. Yeah, but Neuer also got man of the match in the first leg, so like I can't cut him too much slack because he put in a world-class performance in the first leg. So like he's able to be cooked. Now if he played bad in the first leg as well, I wouldn't cook him, but because he played good in the first leg, he's open for the cooking. Kimmich on the corner. Kimmich in. And it's just headed over by Upamecano, and it's going to be a goal kick to Real Madrid. Oh, for some reason the timer hasn't started again. What the hell? Why is the timer not started again? That's dark. What minute are we in? I think we're probably in like 1 minute. Bro, can I get the timer up again so I can just... I don't even know why the timer didn't start playing. And now I can't see the clock because they keep showing me replays. There we go. Nah, we should be back now. Well in there by Elise. Agudo wins it back. Feeds it back to Mendy, and now it's Valverde. Dances past Kane. Now back out to Trent. Rudiger. Gula. Bounces pass off through from Upamecano. It'll be a throw. What was I about to check? That's also a check. Guys, remember, like the stream if you haven't already, man. It really does. I really know. It really does mean a lot. Helps push the stream out to a further audience. I've got Lunin on the goal kick here. for Real Madrid. He hits it long. Valverde, Kimmich. He knocks it down to Brahim Diaz. Goes around Pavlovic. And then Mbappe sees it out for a throw-in to Real Madrid to be taken by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Militao. Valverde for Mendy, who's deemed to have fouled Elise off the ball. It's going to be a free kick to Bayern. Quick question, will Nico really be available Sunday? I'm not too sure. I haven't heard anything to say that he's not available, but at the same time, I haven't heard anything to say he is available. I'll quickly double check. We'll have a little look. Now, it doesn't look like there's any updates on O'Reilly's fitness, which I don't know. That's probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing. It didn't look that serious when he actually came off and was speaking to Pep, but again, I don't know. But from the looks of things, nowhere said that he's out for the game, which is a good thing. Upamecano, Lima. Is it still 0-0 at the Emirates? Yeah, still 0-0. Kimmich. Gnabry. Still Gnabry. Back to Pavlovic, who steams forward and he goes out wide to Diaz. Collects it nicely. Shuffles inside. Now it's Kimmich. Arsenal play some boring football. Now they do! But I still think it's only because they don't have any good attackers at the moment anyway. Lima. Elise. Mikel Elise. Still Elise. And he finds Lima. Then knocks it back to Elise. Goes back to Lima. But Real Madrid can clear it. Rudiger out for a throw-in now. So Bayern can continue their attack on the Real box. Where did I put my drink? There it is. Risky pass round the back there from Bayern, but they survive. Mbappe can't quite latch his foot onto it. Now it's Upamecano. Kimmich. Upamecano. Jonathan Tah. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Diaz. 1-on-1 with Brahim. Cuts it back. But Valverde steals it off Pavlovic and now it's Mbappe. Never mind, the ref calls it back for a foul. And it will be a free kick to Bayern. Lima. Upamecano. Gnabry. Kimmich, Kane. Bayern have seen a lot of the ball in the first 10 minutes of this second half. But no. Real launched it long, but the play has been called back because it looks like Eder Militao has found himself on the floor after being hit in the face accidentally by English forward Harry Kane. Tell you what, that's a cold jacket that Company's wearing. But it is going to be a free kick to Real Madrid. And Kane can't believe his eyes. Neither can I, to be honest. That was soft. I will admit that one was soft. Still 0-0 at the Emirates as well. Can Sporting equalise? Vipes, you still in chat? You able to give me an update on what's going on in this Arsenal game? Real Madrid get a corner. Mbappe's able to flick it off Davies and win Real Madrid their first corner of the half. And I think it's even their first corner of the match, actually. I do believe. Trent on the corner there. He whips it in. Kane deflected it towards his own goal, but it is cleared and Diaz can chase. And he loses out to Valverde, and now it's Alexander-Arnold again, who goes to cross! Mbappe back post, but his shot is just straight at Neuer and he's able to deflect it away. Now Vinicius runs straight into Lima, who goes forward to Elise. Now Bayern can come forward now. Elise, being doubled up on by Mendy and Militao. But can go inside to Kane, who plays it straight through to Gnabry, but Valverde gets there first. The ball sort of fizzled out way before it got to Gnabry and it's landed straight at Valverde's feet. And now Madrid have the ball with Vinicius. Inside to Kurda. Now it's Rudiger. And then Diaz has it stolen off him from Pavlovic, and now it's Luis Diaz. With Davies overlapping. Alphonso Davies. Now it's Kimmich. Pavlovic. Davies. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Lima. Now out to Elise. Elise looks to cut inside. 1-2. Never mind, I was about to say 1-2 with Gnabry, but the pass goes to Pavlovic instead. Now it's back at Elise's feet. He goes to dink one into Kane. Dealt with by Militao. But Bellingham can't quite knock it out to Vinicius. And now it's Elise again to Kimmich. Now Davies out on the left hand side. Diaz. Davies. Yeah, Bayern again just recycling possession, keeping the ball, waiting to force an opening from Real Madrid. Elise. Upamecano. Lima. Upamecano again. Back to Mikel Elise. Elise. Kimmich. That's a poor cross and it's Lunins all day. Who can distribute quickly to Brahim Diaz. Now here come Real Madrid. Diaz forward to Mbappe. Finds himself in between Upamecano and Jonathan Tah. Mbappe shoots and Tah blocks. And I think he's took the wrong option. I think he has to pass that to Vinicius. He's occupying both defenders that are back. Vinicius is free out on his left hand side. I do believe that's the option he should have taken, but you know that could just be hindsight speaking. You never know. Our goal at the Emirates still 0-0. Yeah, no, that was a good save by Neuer, to be fair. Like, I've been critical of him today, but that was a very, very good save from Neuer. I mean, Mbappe doesn't get the greatest connection on it, but it's a good save nonetheless. Alphonso Davies. Gnabry. Kimmich. Davies. Militao comes away with it though for Real Madrid. He pumps it forward and then straight out for a fry for Bayern. Again, Real kind of having the same issue that Barca had yesterday at around the similar point in the game, where they're struggling to have any meaningful possession and sort of Bayern are just completely smothering them in their own half, and the only balls they're getting out are just quick punts forward for a quick counter attack. But all the meaningful possession is all Bayern's, and let's see if they make anything of it. Kimmich, Pavlovic, Kane. He turns. Let's go back to Jonathan Tah. Does find Jonathan Tah. Gnabry. He has it stolen off him from Arda Güler. Please, can you show us your... No. Why would I do that? What? Give me like 3 good reasons as to why I do that. Alphonso Davies on the ball. He goes to cut it back, but it comes straight off of Brahim Diaz's legs, but it finds his way to Lunin before it can go out for a corner. Jamal Musiala is getting ready to come on though for Bayern. Now it's Mendy. Vinicius. Mendy. Brahim Diaz. Mbappe. 1-on-1 with Tar. Goes round him with a step overs, but Davies sees it out for a corner. Camavinga looks to be getting stripped and ready as well for Real Madrid. So both teams looking to make midfield substitutions. Man. I'm doing it on the wrong one, that's why. It's a good claim from Neuer. That's an easy way to earn yourself a timeout, man. Don't come in here asking silly questions. It's a good ball for... never mind, Lunin gets there first. Substitution are being made for Bayern Munich. Musiala coming on, and it will be Gnabry that makes way, and that was kind of who I thought it was going to be. I don't think he's been awful, Serge Gnabry, today, but I just don't think he's had the desired impact you'd want of someone with his attacking ability and his talent. If I'm honest with you, but you know, that's just me, innit? That's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts on the man. And Camavinga's getting ready to come on as well for Real Madrid. And it'll be Brahim Diaz coming off for Camavinga. Is it still 0-0 at the Arsenal game? Yeah, still 0-0. Apparently Sporting are appealing for a penalty as well. Good, that keeps it on. But Mendy's beaten to it by Kimmich. And now it's Musiala with an instant impact. Diaz! But he gets rushed. But I think that was Trent Alexander-Arnold, and the ball goes straight through to Lunin. That was almost an instant impact there from Musiala. But yeah, no. Diaz just couldn't sort his feet out, and he gets rushed by his former Liverpool teammate Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Camavinga. Try regain a bit of control in this game for Real Madrid. Now here come Real Madrid. Alexander-Arnold, his pass intercepted by Upamecano. I think he's had a really good game here for Bayern. Jonathan Tah. Bayern looking to come the other way. That is a poor pass, and Mbappe easily capitalised on it. And here comes Vinicius Jr., who is 1-on-1 with Upamecano. Oh my word, Vinicius Jr. finds some shame. That is the worst shot I've seen in a very, very long time. Neuer takes the goal kick quickly. Jonathan Tah. Both teams looking to take the lead here. Upamecano forward to Lima. Takes a good touch inside as Elise outside of him. Does find Elise, who's now 1-on-1 with Mendy. Beats Mendy, gets across to Lima, but his touch is poor and goes straight through to the Real Madrid defenders. But the clearance isn't good enough, and Bayern can restart their attack once again. Jonathan Tah. Davies. Diaz. Inside to Kane. Plays a nice ball across to Elise. His pass intercepted by Camavinga, but it does go back to Lima. Kimmich. Elise. Kimmich. Kane. And it's cleared by not very well. I was about to say it's cleared by Bellingham, but not very well. Now it's Kimmich. Lima. Elise. Still Mikel Elise. He's originally tackled by Mbappe, but he's able to keep the ball. And now it's Lima again. Elise. Kimmich. He goes forward to Davies, but again, straight through to Lunin, and he can deal with that one comfortably. The second half has kind of fizzled out a little bit. It's not as exciting as the first half, but, that would have been wishful thinking if you really thought the second half was going to live up to the brilliance of that first half, but, Both teams still looking for a winner, though, in this tie. And I'd say Bayern, again, look the better team. They've had the better, they've had most of the ball. They're playing the better football. They're keeping Real Madrid pinned in really well. But I still think Real Madrid have probably had the better chances. With the few breaks they've had on the counter. Especially that Mbappe chance. And the Vinicius one as well that he completely shanked wide. But again, for Bayern, I can only think of that one where Diaz just kind of lost the ball at his feet after being picked out by Musiala. Here's Arda Güler looking for his hat trick, but it's shot straight at straight at Neuer. This time he's able to catch it very nicely. It wasn't Güler, by the way. I've actually just lied. It was Valverde. Sorry, my bad. Well, I don't even know how I got them mixed up. It's the first time that's happened this game as well. But now it's Kimmich. Hugo Meccano, who I've actually been impressed with today. Most times I watch him, I don't think he's great, but today I think he's been solid, and hopefully that continues. Elise. I think it's been a tad quiet today. I think Diaz has definitely looked the most lively of the front three. And again, still really impressed by his dummy run for Kane's goal. But now it's Davies. Kimmich. Elise. Now it's Diaz. Elise. Diaz. Kimmich. Lima. Kimmich. Still Kimmich. Back out to Lima. Inside to Elise, who skips past Camavinga and then skips past Bellingham. Now it's Musiala. Pavlovic, and then Alphonso Davies slips, and it's not cleared by Real Madrid again. Can't successfully clear the ball. Bayern get it back straight again, and it's Davies. Musiala. Jamal Musiala shoots, blocked, but it drops straight to Elise, who's looking to make room to shoot. And I do believe Lunin has just got a hand to that and tip it over, but I'm not too sure. Let's look at the replay. It's a good curling effort. Does it go over, or does the keeper get a hand to it? The keeper does get a solid hand to that as well. That should be a corner. I mean, this little bit of skill here from Elise to go in between Bellingham and Camavinga was disgraceful. Still 0-0 at the Emirates. Kimmich on the corner. Joshua Kimmich. He goes short to Elise, who then passes it to Davies, who goes for the cross, and then it's straight cleared by Bellingham, but straight back to Alphonso Davies, who shoots and hits it straight at Valverde. And then Vinicius Jr. gives the ball straight to Pavlovic, who then finds Lima, who goes all the way back to Neuer. And Bayern Munich can regroup once again for another wave of attacks on the Real Madrid box. Elise, his pass intercepted by Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. This time Real Madrid are able to keep possession after winning the back from Bayern and hopefully can mount an attack here. You'd like to think anyway. No, Mendy's pass forward to Bellingham is intercepted by Kane. Then his pass to Diaz is intercepted by Eder Militao. Eder Militao keeps going. Then finds Mbappe out on the right hand side. This game's fizzled out completely, which is quite a surprise actually with it still being up for grabs, with it still being level on aggregate, man. Again, Real Madrid sloppy with the pass out from the back, and now it's Musiala, who is fouled. And then takes the free kick quickly, but it's called back. I mean, yeah. Every time a Real Madrid player feels a slight tap in the face, they have to hit the deck and act like they've just been sucker punched by Tyson Fury. It's actually embarrassing. I won't lie, it is actually embarrassing. Rudiger's been booked though. Image Upamecano. Now it's Lima. Mendy plays the ball into the channel for Mbappe, and he gets there before Jonathan Tah. Here's Kylian Mbappe. He's got Vinicius inside, but Mbappe keeps going, then cuts it back, and it misses Vinicius and Bellingham. It's only cleared as far as Camavinga, who lets one fly, but it's again hit straight off of Upamecano. Now it's Bayern's. Never mind. Real Madrid just gave the ball straight to. I was about to say it's Bayern's turn to not be able to successfully clear it, but Bayern gave the ball straight to Elise. Then Kane plays a hell of a ball forward to Diaz, who's one-on-one with Militao, but again can't sort his feet out, Luis Diaz, in the final third when it matters. But he retrieves the ball again. Then finds Kimmich. Kane. Davies. Kane. Olise. Kimmich. Upamecano. Kimmich, Upamecano, Olise. Here comes Michael Olise, inside to Lima, who then cuts it back, but it's dealt with by Militao, but it goes straight out for another throw-in for Bayern Munich. It's taken quickly to Kimmich. Now Olise. Back to Kimmich. Olise again. Now it's Upamecano. He finds Alphonso Davies. He goes back out to the left to Diaz. Got Kimmich screaming for it inside. Then it goes to Musiala. Now Kimmich. He's rushed by Vinicius, but still keeps the ball. Then finds Upamecano, who finds Elise. Throw into Bayern. Lima, Elise. Kimmich. Davies. Diaz. Kimmich. Still Joshua Kimmich. Jonathan Tah. Upamecano. That's a brilliant flick round the corner from Elise to Lima. He then goes to flick it round Rudiger, but can't get past him, but does win himself throwing. Around 15 minutes of normal time left to play in this game. 3-2 on the night to Real Madrid. 4-4 on aggregate. Elise on the... Oh, it's free kick. Sorry, not a throw. My bad. Free kick to be taken by Bayern. Elise. I was actually trying to get the Arsenal game up on my phone. Cross comes in. And it's headed just wide by Upamecano once again. It's good movement from Upamecano as well. He's not been tracked at all. And it's a good delivery from Elise. Just the connection isn't great from the Frenchman on the header. Vinny's thinking to himself, mate, I have that ball swung into me and I'm getting my big head on that and it's going straight in the back of the net. And that's why he's my GOAT. And that is why he's my GOAT. Diaz. Forward to Kane. No, it's Musiala. That is a poor pass. Now Militao. Again, that's another poor pass thrown to Bayern. Jonathan Tah. Upamecano. Elise. Kimmich. Alphonso Davies. Upamecano forward to Lima. He's not overhit that as well. That's a brilliant pass again from the Frenchman. Now it's Elise. Still Elise. Still Elise. That's brilliant feet to go around Vinicius. Now it's Kimmich. No, it's Kane. Clips it over to Elise. Still Mikel Elise, who looks to shoot, trying to find the angle to shoot, does shoot, and then once again whips it over the bar. Tell you what, I keep glancing down in this Arsenal game, and this is some like horror ball that I'm watching from both teams right now. Some absolute horror ball. Musiala. Jonathan Tah. Kimmich. Tah. Lima. Musiala. Jamal Musiala. Brilliant on the turn. And then he's ragged back and pulled down by Camavinga, who is going to go into the referee's book. Free kick to Bayern. 10 minutes left in this Arsenal game though, and it's still 0-0 and 1-0 to Arsenal in aggregate. Elise. Forward to Kane. Beautiful touch by Kane. Can he get space for the shot? No. And then Musiala, and then he's tackled by Bellingham. How did Kane not work room for the shot there? I thought as soon as that ball went through to him, that was 3-3. I can't lie. I thought he scored. As soon as he took that touch in the box, I thought he scored. You have Mbappe down on the floor though after a collision with Kimmich. Still got a break in play here after Mbappe went down injured. This game does look like it'll be heading into extra time though. It does look like we'll be getting extra time. Anyway, free kick to Real Madrid. Lunin forward. For Vinicius to chase. And it does look like it'll go out for the Bayern throw-in. Neuer throws it out to Davies. Musiala. Kimmich. Upamecano. Kimmich. Laimer. Luis Diaz. Inside to Kimmich. Then goes inside to Elise. Flicks around the corner to Diaz. But that's again the touch from Diaz is heavy. Now it's Elise to Laimer. Who then looks to hook it back post for Diaz. But Militao gets there first and then Lunin's able to collect it. But Militao stays down. No, now he's straight back up on his feet. Never mind. False alarm on that one. False alarm on that one. Tell you what, Sporting are coming forward right now in this Arsenal game. Never mind, Arsenal have got everyone back. I don't need to watch that anymore. 8 minutes left of normal time here at the Allianz though. Upamecano's just been caught napping when trying to bring the ball down. Now it's Vinicius Jr. Never mind, that's an excellent recovery from Upamecano. Very, very good recovery. Very, very tidy recovery there. I mean, the touch is sloppy when he tries to bring that down. Vinicius pounces on it straight away. But no, the Frenchman again does really well to recover. And I think he's had quite a good game here today. Valverde. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Militao Mendy. Mbappe. Trent. He crosses it in towards Bellingham. It's brought down by Kimmich. And now it's Musiala. Camavinga gets a foot on it. Militao, Valverde, Trent. Again for another cross for Trent. This one's low towards Arda. It was Kane that intercepts of all people. Kane's now stuck in his own corner. And luckily, Bayern are able to get it clear. Diaz is then bundled to the floor by Militao, and that's going to be a free kick just inside Bayern's own half. Now Diaz tries to hook it back to Kane. Does hit it to Kane. It's blocked by Camavinga and then cleared by Rudiger. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich shoots and it's always rising. Always rising. Yeah, Arsenal are going to see this game out now, I think. But this one's still all to play for here in Munich. Camavinga has just been sent off though, which does, you know, it adds an extra element to Tell you what, my chat's just not updated for ages. Bro, so 2 seconds. Let me actually refresh that because my chat's just not updated for absolutely ages. I've just missed a bunch of chats because like my chat's updated. It took so long to update. Camavinga's lost his mind though, respectfully. Let me actually try to refresh that because I don't know why that's not loaded. Give me 2 seconds. There we are. So fair to sport and do something. Nah, not gonna lie. From what I've been watching in this Arsenal game, from what I've been seeing of this Arsenal game, this has been shameless, but Arsenal are going to make it through to the semis nonetheless. The second half in this game, not great if I'm honest. I need something to make my life feel like I haven't been wasted for 90 minutes. Well, I mean, think about it, right? As long as Sporting don't equalise, yeah, it will end after 90 minutes. Whereas this game looks like it's going to be going all night. Looks like it's going all night. Kimmich. Laimer. Inside to Elise. Davies. Kimmich, Laimer. Elise. Kimmich again. Are Bayern going to take advantage of their man advantage in the last few minutes of this second half? Musiala, Diaz shoots! Goal! Luis Diaz! Bayern are level on the night, 5-4 on aggregate, and wow! Tell you what, the game went stale for a little bit. The game went very, very stale for a little bit. But we're back. And that's a brilliantly taken goal by Luis Diaz. Brilliantly taken goal by Luis Diaz and Vincent Kompany's men there. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. I mean, he's been left in acres of space there by Trent. Or is that Valverde? No, by Valverde even. Valverde's left him in acres of space. It's a good 1-2 with Musiala, and that's an excellent finish. I've been critical of Diaz in the final third this game, but that is a superb finish. Slight defection off Militao, but yeah. Yeah, that's that. Well, what's happening? No way. What's going on? Sporting lump it long. Oh, Ray just claims it with ease. Nah, I've switched to this Arsenal game and Trossard's about to score in the last minute. No, he's not. Nah, Sporting, what have you got for me in the last, 30 seconds right now? What do you have for me? Make this an all-timer, an all-timer 5-minute spell. Tell you what, though. I've had too much excitement for you. Nah, to be fair, I'm overstimulated as hell watching this game. Too much stuff's going on in this game. I'm actually overstimulated. 4 minutes added on here, though, in Munich. The same as that was added on at the Emirates. But it does look like Arsenal are going to survive. One last long throw from Sporting. Now, why Sporting got a shot? Whoa! 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 That's full time, but that was mad. Sporting almost just scored. Sporting literally almost just scored with the last kick of the game. But that's it. Arsenal through to the semi-finals, and they'll face Atletico Madrid. But Sporting did literally almost just score with the last kick of the game, and that's a foul by Elise on Mendy. And now focusing here on what's going on in Munich. Two final changes for Madrid. I don't think it's going to mean much, if I'm honest. Now Vinicius. Can he save Real Madrid's hopes? Tell you what. Nah, Lamar, if you're still here, bro, yeah. If Bayern score one more goal, now you low-key want Bayern to score one more goal, Lamar. I know you do. I know you're looking at this aggregate score right now and you're wanting Bayern to score one more. Now, actually think about it, yeah? Think about it. You went, because obviously you scored in extra time against Sporting in the first leg. You just went 2 full 90s without scoring a goal in the Champions League. And you won. Think about how disgusting. Now, Bayern might actually score here. Here's Luis Diaz. It's got Musiala through the middle. But instead switches it out to Elise and he's overhit it and it's going to go out for a throw-in. Now, Deepa, you did not score a goal in 2 full 90 minutes of Champions League football and you've somehow progressed to the semi-finals. That is dark. What has happened to this sport? Lads, what has happened to this sport? What has happened to this sport? Tell you what, though. Football's well and truly alive here in Munich. Bayern look to be playing Bayern versus PSG in the semis. What a game that's going to be. Not going to lie though, this Mbappe 2 trophyless seasons in a row after joining Real Madrid with PSG absolutely cooking is mate, this is feeding families right now. Here's Elise. Elise shoots! Elise scores! What a finish, Elise. Now, Lamar, you were right. Now, Lamar cooked. Lamar cooked. Now, Lamar in chat cooked. He's obviously going to be upset that his team has lost. Brilliant finish by Elise, but he cooked. He cooked. He cooked with his prediction. He cooked. Lamar, where are you, my boy? You cooked. You cooked. What a finish from Elise. What a finish. What a finish. Bro, I was watching the game, bro. I can see it. Now, Lamar, you were right, bro. You were... Nah, bro. I don't believe it. Bro, I don't believe it. You were correct. You were correct. How does a man say, before the second leg kicks off, the team that wins is going to win 6-4 in aggregate, and Bayern have just won 6-4 with the last kick of the game? Nah, that is mental. That is mental. Nah, fair play. Honestly, fairs. I was not doom scrolling. I've got two eyes for a reason, bro. I was not doom scrolling. Nah, fairs for predicting that, man. Like, do you want to give me the lottery numbers, Lamar? While you're at it, do you want to give me the lottery numbers? Yeah, Mbappe, you can hold that. Mbappe, you can hold that. That was mad. What a game of football. What a game of football that was. It got a bit dry in the middle, but it came back. The beautiful game came back. Arda Güler has just been sent off for screaming at the referee. So now Real Madrid have now had 2 red cards because they've just completely surrounded the ref and the 4th official. So Arda Güler has just been sent off as well. That's 2 red cards for Real Madrid. Spooky scenes, man. Spooky scenes. He's just screaming at the referee. That's why he's been sent off. And he's still on the pitch clapping the fans. Despite the fact he's just been sent... What am I watching, bro? What have I actually just watched? Company, though. Company, win this Champions League and then come to City, bro. Win this Champions League real quick, then come to City. And we can talk. Two goals and a red card. Nah, that was... Nah, I just can't believe what I've just watched. This has been 2 great games of football that we've had this week on the Nathaniel Knows Balls channel. 2. And we will be back for the semis, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back. We will be doing semis with a semi, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back. For Bayern Munich versus PSG and Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal. Company, you're my goat. I still can't believe you predicted 6-4. I'm more impressed by you predicting 6-4 than the game of football I've just watched, if I'm honest. If I'm honest. It's a beautiful ball from Kane though to Elise, and then he just does the rest. What a finish. He's been threatening to do that all game. You know, he's hit a few over the bar. He's been threatening to do that all game. Bam. Last kick of the game. Fairs. Fairs. Fairs, lads. Fairs. But no, that's it though. So if you haven't liked the stream already, it's your last chance to like the stream. Subscribe to the channel again if you haven't already. But once again, I've been Nathan. Thank you all for joining me for today's watch along. We do not have a watch along on Sunday, unfortunately, because I finished work like half an hour before the game starts. We will have a match reaction video out for that game, but we just unfortunately will not have the watch along. We might even do a match reaction stream, depending on the result. But yeah, you know, thanks for joining me for today's stream. Watch my most recent video on the channel, where I talk about Mark Goldbridge.